What's up, everybody? Welcome to another wonderful movie review with the crew. To my right, Mike. How's it going?
It's going great, man. It's going great. By the way, I'll just cut to the chase. What am I drinking? Everybody wants to know. Diet green tea.
Ooh, is that diet caffeine free?
Isn't it? Oh, no. I do believe it does have caffeine, but when you're at a caffeine level addict that I am, the only time it ever affects you is when you don't have it. Otherwise, it just maintain a baseline. So, irregardless whether or not it has caffeine.
Nice.
Oh, by the way, I do owe, while we're on the subject of drinks, really quick, I know you're in introductions. I did do the mango IPA and the fruity IPA, and I have to say, it's really good.
Nice. Yeah, I told
It
you,
was
man.
really good. Yeah.
Now, if you can find a mango pineapple IPA,
Ooh,
that's a really good
I'm all
one.
aboard.
But
so anyway, hit Ratty.
Nice.
All right, Rodney, from Florida. What's going on, brother?
Nothing much, man. Just trying to beat the heat here. It's been muggy and raining off and on here in Florida. I'm drinking a rum mojito.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, a little refreshing, so not bad.
I'll tell you what, those little sparkly things. I'm not into the White Claw, but I had some sparkly thing the other day. It's delicious.
Yeah,
it was like 8% alcohol.
They're getting pretty big.
Once in a while, I'll grab them, just to change it up a little bit. But
nice. And I am Roger, still in Colorado, and I am drinking. I've never had this before. A mango tropical IPA.
That sure is a pretty little can there, man.
Oh man, just the color. I mean, you got the orange and blue. It's a good color combination.
Yeah, you could bring that to the beach. You'll fit right in, man.
I wonder if there's like in the can design industry, if there's like some guy that's, he's like the oracle of beer can design. Everybody's like, oh man, did you see so and so's coming out with on the new mango IPA from Breckenridge next week? His designs, and everybody sweats it. I bet there's a subreddit of can design, beer can design.
There probably is, because I buy like 90% of my buying decision is on how cool a can looks or what's in it. Like if it's like mango IPA, but it has like a really ugly can, I'll try to find something with a better looking can.
I can feel that, man.
You? Like, what other decision are you gonna make? Like,
yeah, it's like,
what are you gonna do? Read reviews on beer? I mean,
yeah.
Come on, man.
The can's look has a huge impression on if I'm buying it or not. So, anyways, tonight's topic is a movie review about Top Gun Maverick. So, if you haven't seen it, you probably don't want to watch this because we're going to talk about the movie and it's going to be spoiled, and you should go watch it if you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Who saw it first? Is it you, Mike?
I think Mike saw it first.
Yeah, I think so too.
I saw it Sunday night. Was that first?
I saw it last night.
Okay. Well, first off, one of my favorite Top Gun quotes that I have been using for quite some time before Top Gun Maverick came out or was even talked about. I use it all the time and no one ever noticed. And I'm hoping now, in fact, one person noticed like a month ago when I said it, they kind of responded that they knew what I was talking about. And it's every time I answer the phone. And by the way, I make my living answering the phone. Every time I answer the phone, I'm like, talk to me, Goose.
Yeah.
And nobody picks it up. It's really disappointing.
Every time I heard that in the movie, I thought about you because you always
Yeah.
say that.
Well, you know, and I have this little. It goes the same way every time. I answer the phone, talk to me, Goose, and I try to say it like Tom Cruise says it, you know. But there's this small half second of hope where someone will acknowledge it, and it's happened like once out of like 3,000 times probably.
You've been saying that for 20 years, man. When I first met you, I heard you say that, Mike. Someone was in the back seat and they asked a question. You didn't quite hear it. And you go, talk to me, Goose, because you wanted them to repeat the question. That's the first time I heard it. That's like within a few weeks. Within a few weeks of meeting you, you said that. So.
Yeah, that's funny you brought that up because I wasn't going to bring that up in this podcast, but I definitely thought about you every time I heard that. So initial thoughts, you enjoyed it pretty well, didn't you?
Me?
Yeah.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Probably my favorite movie going experience in recent memory of I can't remember where I really enjoyed a movie more or just got up feeling like I just loved it in a very long time. And for me, it hit like all the spots that you would have wanted to hit from a movie like that.
Yeah.
Because it was such a huge movie, and there were you forget. I rewatched it, by the way, before I went, and I was sort of expecting the rewatch because I hadn't watched it in probably 20 years. I don't know. And I thought it was going to not really hold up all that well, but it did.
It does.
It was fine. It was good. And so I sort of did it to see how well they connected. And I thought it connected perfectly. I don't know how you could have done it better, quite frankly.
Yeah.
I loved it.
What did you think, Rodney? Initial.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it, man. I'm a huge Top Gun fan. I guess above 35, you're kind of grew up with it when you're a kid. I even got the record there. Danger Zone sounds pretty good on here.
Hey, you got that bomber jacket too?
I don't got the bomber jacket, but
bit awesome.
But yeah, I mean, I liked it, man. You know, I mean, it kind of, I kind of knew where it was going from the beginning, and I mean, I've seen this story kind of multiple times, but that still didn't ruin the enjoyment I had. I mean, it's a great blockbuster movie. It's a great popcorn movie. Amazing stunts. Characters are a little cliche, a little bit.
Yeah.
You could kind of, and you know where the story's going. It doesn't really pull any surprises. But again, you're not. It's not going to be Citizen Kane, obviously. It's just a summer fun movie. But the stunts are amazing. The special effects. If there is, I know there's CGI in here, but it's very hard to tell what's practical effects and what is CGI. It blends so much together.
Yeah.
And then the sound design, the sound mixing of this movie is incredible, man. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot, man. It's a great summer movie. And a lot of people started clapping at my screening. I haven't had that in years. I think the last movie that people clapped at I saw was probably Jurassic Park. That's how long it's been. So I know people love this movie at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, I mean, it was a good movie. But you know, some of the story kind of fell flat a little bit for me, but can't complain. You know, it was good.
Yeah, like when it started off, like it starts off the same way as the first Top Gun.
Yeah, it starts off exactly the same way as the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it shows all the, them taking off the carrier and stuff like that, and it definitely brings back, that nostalgia. If you're old enough to remember Top Gun, so it had a good start, and then it kind of lost me for a second. It kind of got me out of my movie watching experience when all the pilots were going to that bar and they're all like talking shit to each other.
Yeah.
And it was like,
That part was a little forced or something.
yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
dude, people in the military don't talk like this. Like,
Well,
it's
you
like,
got to have a little bit of a suspension of disbelief, because if you, I mean, it's such a movie where they explain everything and people are so stern and like the bosses are. Yeah, you're right. If you're in the military, you can see a lot of that stuff.
yeah, it just felt really forced. And it was
Yeah,
like people who have never been in the military would write this for people who are in the military, and people in the military would be like, what? No, this is not how it goes down. So at first I was like, man, I hope this isn't going to be cheesy, but the first one is kind of like that as well.
yeah,
But after that initial part, it only got better from there for me. And it kind of, it sounds like you guys were both like, wow, that really was a good popcorn action movie. And it made me think, like, is that genre like like late 80s, 90s action movie, like the golden age of action movies? Because that's what it felt like to me. Like it
Yeah,
was,
that's a good man. That's a
I
good
think
point, man. You,
I think there's something to that. I mean,
yeah,
think about this though. Something you said, Rodney, is that it was sort of what you were expecting. I think because it's been so long, that's what I wanted.
yeah,
Like I wanted the nostalgia of it. Like if it was made 5 years later, it would have been they would have tried to like do something different with the sequel or change it up a bit. But I think it's been so long that they were like, well, we gotta make this is Top Gun. It's Top Gun, not like Top Gun Squared or some other shit. Like
yeah,
it hit on all
it
those
does.
little things that you loved.
And it
I
feels
mean,
like,
yeah, it's a huge nostalgia hit too, especially for us growing up with it. I mean, I still remember
yeah,
the VCR, and I wore that VCR out. So I mean that it's just like a comfort movie where when you're a kid you loved it so much, and then you're going back to it. You kind of feel the same feeling, so you don't mind the similarities
yeah,
with the first one, because you're not you like you said, you don't want some thesis on piloting on this one. You just want a good action film, a good corny action film. I mean, they kind of recreate the volleyball scene. How could you not? They kind of recreate a lot of stuff on here, but it was a fun movie, man.
yeah. It's got a very tried and true action movie formula where it's like Top Gun was like, yeah, these are the best, the Navy has to offer. But this one is like, oh, these are winners of Top Gun. So this is the best of the best. And now they're going to duke it out and they're going to challenge each other. So it's a very like best of the best type like formula of trying to get those top spots. And it's a super simple basic story. Like
Yeah,
this is this flight pattern you need to learn, and you have to do it in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And like that's
yeah,
the whole movie pretty much,
yeah,
except the rescue part where it brings it back again with the F-14. And I thought that part was pretty funny. It had some good humor in it.
Yeah,
yeah.
that was my only complaint if I had one, which this I wouldn't complain about this, but you got to complain about something. Was how they acquired it. Like it's like you run to the airfield and you look through your binoculars and you're like, oh, hey, we just bombed this place and there's totally an airplane I used to fly down there. Felt like a little Fast and the Furious moment for
Yeah.
me there, but it was still, I mean, it worked out.
And
They
I
had to
think,
fly out of there.
yeah, I think it works because I also think that like action movies back then didn't take themselves 100% serious. There was always like a kind of like a huge like uh comedic element.
Campy, silly moment, right?
Yeah. And it pulled that off too. It was like you're like, this is ridiculous, but at the same time you loved what was going on.
You know what that scene reminded me of? Do you guys remember the movie where the guy they made like 3 movies of this, and it was all about flying planes, and they were jet fighters, and there was a kid He was like a teenager, and they were sneaking him onto the airfield. It's called like It was Iron Eagle.
Oh yeah,
Iron Eagle, yeah.
Remember? And then he
Louis
was
Gossett
like, "Well,
Jr.
I'm going to save my dad," or he was saving somebody, and he was in a jet, and he lands in the airfield and runs and gets his dad and puts him back in the plane, flies off. That's what I was like. Oh, okay. It's Maverick. He gets to do that, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I was interested on what the younger generation thought of it, and Justin loved it, man. He actually wanted to go see it again, and Mia loved it too. So, I mean, it's a great popcorn movie, great summer movie, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, the fight scenes were awesome, man. Like
yeah.
that, and like I think since the majority of it was so close to the ground, you kind of had a better perception of like their movement, because it's kind of hard to just like when they're in a wide open space, it's a little more difficult to really see how dynamic they can move and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I thought that was good.
Yeah, I thought the action sequences in the plane were really good. Like you really even in their training, right, where they're trying to make the run, you're really feeling like, cow, this is intense. But it's funny you said that, Roddy, just tonight, because Bella went and saw it last night with her friends. All her friends loved it. So they're 16. Bella said she cried twice.
Wow.
She cried at the part where right before Hangman came in and saved the day, where they thought they were going to die. She was like, they can't die. And one other part, I can't remember what she said, but she loved it and her friends loved it. So
hold on. Before, did any of you think that Hangman was going to get shot? Like when he was just like, all right, I'll see you guys there on the best. And like he just kind of stood there for a long time.
Like, not really.
I didn't get that.
I thought Tom Cruise was going to sacrifice himself.
I thought he was going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was ready for him to die, but I wasn't ready for him and Rooster to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, no, both of them can't die.
And Rooster looked just like he's dead to me. I don't know what it was.
I know, he looks just like Goose, but there are some really good, like there's just a thing about a good action movie where it has a really good build up to where they take off in the F-14 and then the two enemy pilots like fly up next to him. He's like, hey, they think we're on the same team, just play it cool. And then he starts talking through. He's like, oh shit, he's in attack formation. And he's like, if I wasn't here, you would dogfight. He's like, but you are here. So like that, I thought that whole conversation and that build up to me was really good, because I was like, this is going to be awesome. It's going to be an awesome dogfight. Like, I love elements like that where it's kind of painting the picture of what's about to happen in an action movie. And that's what you absolutely want to happen. And it happens. So I thought that scene was really cool.
Yeah, I mean, you understood the mission really well with the graphics and the way they explained it through the movie. So, the first one you didn't really understood what the hell they were doing at the end. I mean, when you were younger, but this one they even mapped it out for you. They had those little planes showing you what exactly they were doing. So, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of a cool take on Maverick's career, that he's just I wouldn't have, like, he's just still a captain. He's just always doing what he wants, but he's still a captain, I wouldn't have guessed that they would have done that. I did love the Iceman cameo. That was very nostalgic.
Yeah, that was great.
Like that was great. And I read today that Val Kilmer could not speak. That was all AI generated. Yeah. Like I thought he could at least I thought he really did get out those rough sentences or whatever, but he can't even do that.
There's a beautiful documentary about him on Amazon Prime called Val. I watched it. It's pretty sad, man. He goes through his life, and he does have cancer, and so they took out a lot of his throat. That's why he can't speak. But it's just kind of how he lived his life and stuff. It's a pretty fascinating documentary, man.
I love Val Kilmer.
I know.
I love so many of his movies.
dude, Val Kilmer is such a underrated badass. Like,
Yeah. You forget how many great roles he had, from Tombstone to
yeah,
Real Genius to Willow, like, you know, to, Prince of Egypt, which is a great cartoon where he voiced Moses. Like all these underrated, like, you know, characters he had, man.
that
So
and like in Top Gun, he's got to be like one of the coolest dudes
he's
on
iconic in
film.
Top Gun. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I
like
mean, everybody knows who he is.
No one can get cooler than the Iceman.
Yeah.
exactly. Like as
He
much as
outcooled Tom Cruise. That's how cool he was.
yeah,
yeah,
that's how it is, man.
as much as Hangman wanted to be like
Oh no, dude.
Iceman, like
He pales in
he just seemed like a douchebag. Like Val Kilmer in the original Top Gun seemed like
is a
a badass
badass.
dude.
Yes.
Like he pulled that off, and that's something
Yeah.
that the other guy couldn't do.
Oh no, not even an inch, man.
Yeah. So yeah, I had some reflection on Val Kilmer too, because I saw that. Have you seen the Willow trailer, Rodney?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Is he's gonna still be in that, right?
Nah, man.
No,
I didn't
I
see him
thought
in there. Yeah, he's pretty
he,
sick, dude.
he's not in the
I'm pissed
trailer,
that.
but I heard he was still playing a role in it.
Oh, really? He might have some small role, but I'm kind of pissed that Burgle Cut's not in it, bro.
You don't know Burble Cut's not in it. Burble Cut might be dead,
I
man.
don't
That dude was like
I mean, I watched Willow and I liked it, but I don't remember who Purple Cut or whatever his name is.
did you used to
I'm just
call your
messing, man.
did you used to call Addie Burble Cut or something like that? Who was
Well, like they used to take turns trying to who wanted to be him. So
yeah, I remember that. That was funny. I love Willow. I can't wait to show Willow to my kids. But I did play that trailer, and Ariel was like, "What is this, Daddy?" I was like, "Oh, this is from one of my favorite movies when I was a kid," and she kind of got scared. So
So, is the Top Gun saga just over?
man, I
I
don't
don't
think
think
so.
so.
Dude, this
Because
movie
I
is
mean
gonna make
he's
like $1 billion, dude.
how many Mission Impossible movies has he made now? Like he's if this I'd made too much money.
I mean,
It's gonna be three.
dude.
It's
It's brought,
Yeah, they could
it's,
just go on with the next generation. They're already there.
and the thing is, like, they said that it's bringing the boomers out to the movie theater for the first time in ages. Like, I mean, Kevin went to go see it, right? When's the last time
Yeah,
he saw
no,
a movie?
yeah, I was surprised. I mean,
Kevin,
Indiana
I
Jones
could tell
5
Kevin was
might do
hanging
that
so
too.
much on this. He's like, if I'm going to the theater and spending the money, it better be good. and like that's every boomer's attitude about it. Like, better be amazing.
Yeah. Like a lot of
But
the
it was.
older people I work with, they're like, "Yeah, I saw it, man. I'm going." It's like, all right. Yeah, I think it's got way too much money. Plus, they have a young cast with Miles Teller. I mean, he's the perfect.
Yep,
I mean, yeah,
he's good. And I really like Miles Teller anyway.
yeah,
so
he's good.
I'm a
Yeah.
fan.
Oh, what did you guys? Did you guys see the preview for Nope?
Yeah.
For what?
Nope, that Jordan Peele movie.
Is it
Looks
another
interesting.
horror film?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like,
How about that trailer for Elvis? Doesn't Tom Cruise look like some bat? Like they overdid his makeup, dude. Dude looks like he's melting, man. Like he looks like a freaking Batman villain, dude. I mean, Tom Hanks. I'm sorry, not Tom.
I was going to say,
Yeah, Tom Hanks.
he plays Elvis.
He
No,
plays
he's like
Elvis's manager.
Yeah, it's like a manager or producer or something.
I don't.
Yeah, he's makeup is terrible, dude. If you watch that trailer, man.
That's a bold take on Tom Hanks.
Yeah, did you see that trailer, Mike?
Risking being canceled. Yeah, I saw the trailer.
What do you think of Tom Hanks in that?
Well, I noticed he was makeup, but I didn't notice if it was good or bad.
Dude, it was bad. Like he looks like a melting ice cream cone. It's bad, dude. I mean, the Penguin looks better than him in that freaking movie, but
Which penguin?
Colin Farrell. Like, you should, dude, watch the Elvis trailer, just Raj, and look at Tom Hanks. You're like, how the hell this past screening, dude? He looks terrible, man. Anyways, that's this thing I I thought of, dude. I don't know why, but
So, are you going to go see it again in the theater?
nah, probably not. If it comes on like HBO Max, probably, but
Yeah,
I don't know that I will, but I don't even know where the closest IMAX is to me. I think I gotta travel 20 minutes, but maybe if it was there, maybe.
See,
Maybe.
I was gonna ask if you guys saw it in IMAX. I wanted to, but they didn't have a good time slot for us to go. But I'm kind of glad I didn't, because man, it was loud as hell in the theater as it is.
Did you guys have like speaking of that, did you guys have some special sound thing, like warning, or the sound has been adjusted? There was like some, text on the screen before the movie started about the sound has been adjusted in accordance with blah, blah, blah. If it is too loud, come and get some earplugs or something to that effect. Did you guys get that?
I
No.
didn't get that. No. Interesting.
I think the last movie we saw in IMAX was Dunkirk, and that blew my eardrums out of the freaking water, man.
Yeah.
Like it was so loud we almost left.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Wrapped everything up nicely.
Okay, let's make a prediction then. If we're running out of topics, let's talk about. So we all agree you're going to make another one. What is Maverick doing in the next one, since he's not in the Navy anymore?
It's gonna be one more mission. We need you back.
I think Miles Teller crashes doing a mission, and they have to rescue him, and they hire Maverick to help lead the rescue mission.
This can't be on the books, Maverick.
Yeah.
You're on your own.
Yeah, we're
You go down out there.
You're on your own if you go down.
You're on your own. There is no rescue.
Yeah, I mean,
that.
it writes itself right there, man.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, if we predicted it, this podcast will go viral and we'll have like 100 views on the podcast.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be hard to believe that they wouldn't make another one. It's gonna make $1 billion this summer.
Yeah, it's gonna make a lot of money, man.
Yeah, there's a lot you could do with it. I mean, if you can make 15 Fast and Furious movies, you can make 4 Top Guns.
Yeah. Or maybe just have like one more.
The next movie that we grew up with that we want to see is probably going to be Indiana Jones 5, dude.
Dude, I'm just not feeling him anymore.
Yeah.
That Crystal Skull one was
Crystal Skull left a bad taste in your mouth, huh?
Yeah, the freaking run from the giant ants.
I don't get the hate. Like, do I think it's the best Indiana Jones? No, but they're all kind of ridiculous anyways. Like,
well, there was something next level about it that was irritating.
Yeah, something that didn't jive with that one. I don't know what it was, man. But I'm hoping they could redeem themselves with the next one. But maybe that's a lot to ask. I don't know.
I mean, it's freaking Harrison Ford. Indiana Jones, how do you screw that up?
I don't know. How do you? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not feeling the new Jurassic Park movie.
Neither am I. Like, I mean, of course I'm gonna go see it, but it makes me sad when I see the trailer, because it's like Jurassic Park is one of the most amazing, impactful movies of my lifetime, and to see what it's become is like ridiculous.
Yeah, this whole thing, dude, is just the lamest.
I know.
Yeah,
it's
he
like
can
every
stop
time
all-
it's like,
How many times are you gonna do that? Like every dinosaur is like, oh, he's got an
Yep.
aura about him. And if
It's
he puts
like-
his hand down, we're biting his head off. But if
yeah,
he does
it's-
this,
It
I'm
does.
gonna take him seriously.
and then like they both like grab their knife and they're just like,
Yeah,
it's like, come
he
on,
does that
dude.
way too
like,
much, dude.
yeah, it's like it was cool in the first movie, but if you're gonna do it 8 times in the trailer, it's just like, I know what I'm gonna do if I ever see a dinosaur, is throw my hands up and I'll be okay.
Yeah, and they're like sort of his pet, but not really. And somehow they're
Yeah.
like always around him to help save the day. And it's like they're willing to go die fighting for him, but they always have to stop right when they meet him. Like, should we kill him or go defend him and maybe die? I don't know. I'm confused here as a dinosaur.
That and like the beginning of the trailer, it starts off where it's like, oh, Blue had a baby? That's impossible. And then it shows like the baby get taken. It's like it shows Chris Pratt in the trailer. I promise you, I'm gonna get your baby back. It's like, why are you putting that in the
Yeah.
trailer? That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And then
That's-
like at the end of the trailer, it has like Dr. Malcolm like, hold on, you promised the dinosaur you're gonna get their baby back? And he's like, yeah. It's like ridiculous, man.
I mean, the original cast is pretty cool, but I think they just wanted a payday, man. Like, I don't know.
No, I think they had to bring the original cast because they're trying to get that boomer money.
I guess.
Well, the other thing that it makes it silly too is even the line, "What, it had a baby?" Like that. Again, you're surprised? Like, you
Yeah,
haven't
that was
learned
in the
anything?
that was in the first movie.
In the first one, that was like, y'all should be,
Life
you
finds
should
a
know
way.
this by now.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Can you believe this? We're scientists who didn't study anything about the past dinosaurs that have been around for 3 decades.
Yeah.
We're
it's just
surprised.
like how much time has gone by where like the earth is inhabited by dinosaurs? Like 2 years? How is that possible?
They can broke. I know, and it's just like, you know, the world military could, I'm pretty sure, take out the most dangerous dinosaurs if they had to. If
And
they
then
just
when they-
teamed
yeah.
up, you know. I mean, I'm sure Tom Cruise could come in with his freaking, even his F-14 and freaking clean up, you know, just clean up, and we wouldn't have dinosaurs running through space.
I don't know.
Yeah.
F-14, that's pretty old.
I know, but come on, what is the T-Rex gonna do? It can't even jump.
It's a fifth generation dinosaur. Yeah,
And
they can,
when they
can bring it
when
back.
they see the T-Rex, they're like, you're looking at the greatest carnivore that ever lived. Like, what would you say that if a T-Rex is fucking right? Like, really? Like, what?
Yeah, everybody fighting a dinosaur has like a pocket knife.
Yeah, that and like it had like both of them with the flare doing the same thing in the trailer. Like that was in the first one.
He's always got to show off his knowledge about dinosaurs. You were looking at the greatest carnivore that ever lived. Like, shut up, man. Always got to be some show off smartass. Like,
You're about to get eaten. What are you, David Attenborough? Come on,
Yeah.
And who carries
dinosaurs
around
are
flares
eat 'em, man.
everywhere?
man.
no one gives a shit. There's a dinosaur chasing you.
The only
The
people who carry
greatest
around flares are
carnivore.
truckers.
It looks so bad. I know I'm going to be so mad watching that movie. I will be shocked if I walk out of that movie the same way I felt watching Top Gun Maverick.
I don't know. We'll see. It might be a fun movie too. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
I'm a little over Chris Pratt too.
Me too, man. I love
I'm a
Chris
little over
Pratt,
him.
like in Parks and Rec and Guardians, but I think he's annoying in the Jurassic Park.
Have you seen the Thor trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm digging that.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Digging that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, how long have we been going, Raj? Have we completed an entire podcast?
I mean, I think we've talked all we can about dudes playing football on sandy beach.
Oh, before we end, I wanted to say this. So the whole shirtless volleyball scene, I didn't know this. You guys may have known this, but I read this somewhere that a lot of females back in the day knew the time on the VCR to hit pause. Like I'm reading internet comments on social media from females about this is the timestamp on your VCR where you hit pause. Well, it's the start of the volleyball scene. Like, and we as males,
I mean, we did this. We did the same thing with same thing with Basic Instinct, I guess. So I don't know.
And Fast Times at Ridgemont High had a stamp so we could see the topless woman. So, and I was like, what? The females had a timestamp for the shirtless volleyball scene?
Top Gun, I always thought it was kind of ridiculous. Like, who goes and plays beach volleyball in jeans?
Well, it was an impromptu kind of thing.
Yeah, man, he just rolled up
come
and
on,
they were playing.
Still,
he couldn't let Iceman be out there all flexing and stuff on him. He had to roll up in his jeans and get it done.
I don't know if I would take $100 to go play volleyball in jeans in the hot.
Yeah, that's kind of rough. All right, what's the better pilot? The last question: what's the better pilot movie? Top Gun or Officer and a Gentleman?
Oh, oof, damn!
I've never even seen Officer and a Gentleman.
Oh, really? Okay, well.
Oh man, Roger.
What do you think, Mike? I love Officer and a Gentleman. I love that movie, dude.
Dude, Officer and a Gentleman is a film goer's choice. I would say. If you're a film enthusiast, you have to pick Officer and a Gentleman.
Yeah.
I got nowhere else to go.
Yeah, exactly.
I got nothing else.
Nowhere else.
Roger, you have to watch that movie,
dude. You watch it; it holds up. It holds up, Mike. It's a
dude. I'll watch that
movie.
again.
Yeah,
I'll watch that again.
My Louis Gossett Jr. is that freaking dude.
My grandmother wants to be a pilot.
Yeah, there's only two things come from Texas: steers and queers. Which one are you?
That's
from, see the horns.
That's from Full Metal Jacket, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's from Officer and Gentleman. You need to watch Officer and Gentleman, Raj. It's pretty good, man. Yeah. But anyways, what do you give the movie overall, Mike? 1 to 10.
Dude, it's on what it is, not, I'm not comparing it to the film classics. For what it is, like a 9.8, man.
9.8.
9.8. For what it is, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And the second it was over, I was like, that was great. It hit me everywhere I need to be hit for a movie of this type.
Cool.
All right. What about you, Rodney?
I'm gonna give it a good solid 8.
8. Mm-hmm. Man, I feel like every time I rate a movie, it's like a really high, good rating. I would give it. I'd give it an 8.5. Maybe a 9.
Cool.
I mean, as far as action movies, I guess you really can't ask for anything more.
No, you really can't. It's for pop. You really can't. You're gonna be entertained.
Yeah.
If you're not entertained by this movie, then I don't know what entertains you. But yeah,
I give it a 9, I guess. But
all right.
Well, if you guys watch this and you guys disagree or agree, leave a comment, and we'll see you on the next one.